Jens is definitely the best musician in the band. He's like a musical library, dictionary all combined into one.
I would play like, I don't know, finger cymbals or something like that, and triangle.
So I'd have to say virtuoso for him, because he plays the bass like no one else.
It's just that good. It's just that good, man.
Well, for Matt, I'd definitely choose a soul, because he's got an old soul. And he's a caring person. And he's got that vibe about him. He loves to surf, he loves to be in the water. He's a Scorpio.
I like to keep it pretty mellow.
Tony, he's a good-looking guy. Touchdown Tony, so he's probably the looker.
It's nice to have lots of women around. Or beer.
Water's good. Here we go. And
I'm Evan with cancer.
It's time to ask her out. I whip a fat casino down.
The story that I heard was Evan and this guy Rob Colby driving down, I don't know, State Street or something like that in Santa Barbara, just trying to, you know, they were trying to think of a name for the band and stuff like that. And I don't know, I guess, you know, Evan's not that great of a driver in the first place. You know, I mean, I fear for my life when I drive with Evan Brow.
It means you have no brain in Turkish. So
what happens is, you know, Evan cuts this guy off, this, like, I don't know, this old, like, 77 Coupe de Ville with a velour, white velour on the inside and stuff, and this big guy, I don't know if he was Armenian or something like that, or something, but he had a thick accent, man.
Get to scare people away with that guy.
Guy goes, yeah, brah, 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 Monk Fust, brah, brah.
Monk Fust. Well, there's a lot of folklore about where Monk Fust has come from. But I'll tell you, on the inside scoop, this is what happened. We were all up in San Francisco at Jens's brother's house, Graham. And he had a record of a James Brown. It was like a James Brown 45. I don't remember the name of the song. I think it was Hot Pants Part 2. And basically we're all just sitting around listening to it, and there's this one part where he says something like undecipherable, or so we thought. So we slowed it down, we listened to it over and over again. Turns out he was saying Munkafust. So James Brown, you know, but it sounded more like Munkafust.
I believe that to be true, and you know that to be true, you know?
Something about reality. So I flash another Benjamin, and I get what I wanna get.
Am I looking for jets and supermodels and chaos? Not necessarily. It'd be nice, but you see what happens there. I think realistically, you know, doing some good tours, maybe play some fairly large venues would be pretty cool with me, you know.
Obviously to get as much recognition as possible, because, you know, you're basically living for what you do, for your art, for playing, for your music. And, you know, to get as, you know, widely spread out there as you can, you know, and maintain artistic integrity at the same time, and really be proud of what you're doing with the music in itself, and to be professional about it.
if I could perform anywhere, I'd probably play at Carnegie Hall.
That would be a cool gig, you know. I'd pay to see that gig, you know, but I would be on stage, so it wouldn't really matter. But it'd be a hell of a party.
My favorite moment on stage was seeing Jens get so fired up. He was shaking his head like this. Like, he got dizzy and he fell flat on his ass.
Hell of a party, man.
¿Yo quiero sentar en un caballo en la playa?